Very exciting day. I'm finally able to share with you all. I'm going to be going through and documenting the process so you guys can see exactly how a development like this works. But after a year of discussions and contract negotiations with the amazing people of the Oceanside Jewish Center, we are going to be doing a redevelopment with them. They have a 4-acre site. We're going to be purchasing roughly 2.5 of those acres and redeveloping them into something. In the next few weeks, I'm going to be having meetings with the Kiwanis Club, with the Chamber of Commerce, with the local people in the area. We're going to do what no other developer does. We're going to pitch a number of different possible development opportunities and strategies, and we're going to let the people give their feedback, be involved in the creative design, what exactly goes there, because myself, born, raised on Long Island, next generation developer, I want to be doing this for the next 100 years. I want to benefit the community and benefit the people and build things that add value and make them proud to drive by, to interact with, and help grow, continue to grow Long Island to an amazing place that I grew up in for future generations. So we're going to share with you exactly how we're going to do this, what the different possibilities are, how the property gets cut in half. We're going to take a tour around the back. So I'm thrilled to be a part of it. I love these guys, and let's take a walk around the property so you guys can see exactly what's going to be involved and how it all comes together. So a very important lesson. When I was at NYU, I had a class with Corey Silverstein. For those who don't know, he's the grandson of the gentleman the Silverstein family that owns the World Trade Center. And I'm sitting there, and you think about big, massive projects like this, and if you don't understand all the moving pieces, it can seem kind of overwhelming. He was telling a story about how his family just spent $100 million or something like that buying a particular piece of property. And the professor's like, great, what are you gonna do with it? He's like, we're not sure. We're trying to figure it out. And in that moment, something clicked, and I said, you don't have to have all the answers. You just have to have the network. You have to understand the process about how it comes together. And there's due diligence and there's pieces that kind of fit together during the process. So don't get overwhelmed, have the understanding and know. So when I got into this project, I had a couple different ideas, one specifically that I'm like, this will work perfectly. But then when you really get to look into it, highest and best use, the community, what they're looking for, I came up with 5 different concepts that I know are all economically viable and that will all fit into this community based on the need. But we're gonna go out, we're gonna talk to the people, we're gonna see what they like, and we're gonna get feedback on what they like, what they don't like, and then design and how it comes together. So I don't want people to think that when they go into a real estate deal, they have to have all the answers up front, or they have to have the exact direction. They don't. You have to have a general idea, yes. You have to have the education, yes. You have to have the network that can help you pull it off, yes. But I don't want you to be overwhelmed. It's just brick by brick, piece by piece. So as you can see, we're in the parking lot behind the synagogue. You can see it's a massive structure. It's been here for a very, very long time. There's a ton of history. The architecture is beautiful. And for me, there's a huge social responsibility to make sure, one, being born and growing up here, 2, wanting to live here for the rest of my life, and 3, obviously being a member of the Jewish community. It's very important to help these people sustain and redevelop and keep that going for future generations to come. So whatever we put next door has to complement that, and that's why we're reaching out to the community. But if you can see right here, the buildings were built in different phases over the number of years. So if you look directly up the middle, slightly off to the left, this building is going to remain, which is roughly 16,000 square feet. The remainder of it, once the deal is closed and the temple's renovations have been done 100%, during the renovations, they're going to come onto this side. Once the renovations are done, they're going to go back over. Once I get the approvals, we're going to release funds to the temple so that they are able to fund their renovation, utilize the space on my side of the property, and then go back into their brand new, fully renovated space, which we're going to help them do. Once the space is completely renovated, this portion of the temple is going to be coming down, and that's where we're going to build it. There's going to be a shared driveway space that comes up, development right next door, and it's going to be one giant development. So it's a very, very exciting thing. I'm super happy to be a part of it. I couldn't pick a better group of people to work with, and I'm just very, very, very blessed. We're going to take you back to the office. I'm going to show you the site plan and show you how everything gets cut and how it gets laid out and where the development will ultimately be. So behind me, I have a survey of the entire property. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over with you guys. I'm gonna show you exactly where we're gonna be dividing the property and how it all breaks out step by step. We have an unbelievable group of consultants that we're working with. Devin Kulka, who's helping us out on the renovation side, my professor James Sellinger, who was on the podcast, helping out with grant money and sustainability to help the temple facility, and myself, of course, and a number of other top-notch people that are great in the county, from politicians to just local enthusiasts who are going to be releasing their names over time as the project comes. But it's an absolute unbelievable force and group of people that are doing amazing positive things, and I'm so pumped to be a part of it. Okay, so as you can see here, these are all the compartment parcels. Right now, it's made up of 3 structures. You have the temple as a whole right here. There is a house right here on Brower. This is Brower Avenue and Oceanside Road, so it's great. So it goes straight through and across. There's a light here for Oceanside Road. Here's the temple where the rabbi lives. Here's the house where the rabbi lives, excuse me. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna be cutting the building in this area right here, and then subdividing the property right about here. So there's gonna be a shared driveway easement. So you have entrance here, entrance here, entrance here, entrance here, and the people at the temple, as well as the people in this development that we're gonna put here, are gonna be able to utilize this light. This single family house is gonna come down. As for the rest of this, there's gonna be some kind of a turnaround here, and then this is where the building is going to be. So this is how open the neighbors. This will be the temple structure here, roughly 17,000 square feet. Nursery school, catering, house of worship, etc. Rabbi's quarters, tons of parking, beautiful open space, fantastic landscaping. It's gonna be a beautiful development.